Hello everyone, welcome again. Well, in this video, we are going to discuss about access view. Access view allow us to write the XPath for the element which have dynamic value for their attributes. So when I say dynamic, that means the value of the attributes keeps on changing. For example, I have an element with ID X. As soon as I refresh the web page, the ID become Y. So using the access view, you can write the XPath for such element in very simple step. So what is an access view? Access view represents the path or the location of the other node with reference to the current node. So the basic rule of access view is to find the node in the hierarchy which have the constant value for their attribute, mark that node as a current node, and calculate the XPath for other node based on that node. So in this video, we are going to discuss about Descendant access view. So let us suppose I want to find the XPath for this element. First of all, I will do the inspect element. So as you can see here, this particular element or node does not have any other attribute. So in order to find the XPath, I need to rely on the text only. But it is also possible that in future this text might change. So here I am going to use Descendant access view to find the XPath for this node. So the first rule of the access view is to find the node which have the constant value for their attribute, and that node will serve as a current node for us like this. So if I go up in the hierarchy, I have a form node which have a constant value for the ID attribute. So I'm going to use this node as my reference node. So the XPath of this form node will be form @id equal to this. So if I check this XPath, so as you can see here, it is able to locate the form node. Now if I look at my descendant access view, the child, descendant, descendant or self, these are the keyword used in the descendant access view. So if I use the child, it is going to select all the child of the current node. So in our case, it is going to select all the child of our form node, which is acting as a current node. So the child are div, button and input. So in order to use the descendant view, I need to write the XPath like this. So child, double colon and asterisk. So this represents the access view and this represents select all the child. So if I check for this XPath, as you can see here, it is able to select all the immediate child of our current node or the form node. Let us suppose I want to select only input node. So here I can do the filtering by specifying the type of node. So input. So if I check for this XPath, as you can see here, it has selected only the input node, which is the immediate child of our current node or the form node. And after that, you can use other level of filter mechanism as this particular node has its own attribute. Okay, so after that you can use like this class, and based on this you can apply the second level of filtering. Now moving on, the descendant. So when I use the descendant, it is going to select the child as well as the grandchild of the current node. So when I say child, these are the child for our current node, and when I say grandchild, so if I expand the div, these field set node are the grandchild for our form node. And also if I expand this, so these are the grandchild for our form node. So when I use the descendant, it is going to select the immediate child as well as the grandchild for our current node. So here the XPath will be like this. Descendant and I'm specifying to select all the descendant, that is child as well as the grandchild. So as you can see here, it has selected all the child as well as the grandchild of our current node, that is the form node. Now again, you can apply the filter based on the type of node you want to select. So let's say legend. So it is going to select only the node of type legend. Now if I want to select this, which is our element, here you can use the function called position and specify the position. So it is going to select the first legend node. Okay. So this is the XPath for our element. Okay. Now moving on, descendant or self. So when I use the descendant, it is going to select all the child as well as the grandchild of our current node. So if I do like this, so as you can see here, it has selected the child as well as the grandchild. But if I use the descendant or self, so it is going to select itself also. So the XPath will be like this, descendant or self. So it is going to select the child as well as the grandchild and itself also. So in our previous XPath, it didn't select the itself, and if I do like this, now as you can see here, it has select itself also as well as the child and grandchild also. And again here I can supply the type of node to apply the filtering mechanism. So let's say form. Okay, or let's say input. So it has selected all the child as well as the grandchild of type input. So this is our next XPath. So in this manner you can use the descendant access view. So whenever you want to deal with the child as well as the grandchild, it is better to use descendant access view. Okay, so that's all for this video, and thanks for watching.